Hey everyone, I'm sorry I'm late. I have just finished my last appointment, and so I'm actually just in a cute town, Pocenigo, up in Cultura. Some of you know that. And so I just figured I have to do my live here. And today's been a whirlwind day. Another one of those crazy days. But I realized something this morning that my son told me. Made me stop and think. He's like, Mom, like I saw you yesterday, I've never seen you that anxious and that tense. And I realized that I'm taking too much on. And I'm going to stand by this man right here and see what he has to say about it. Sometimes, maybe it's very significant. Maybe sometimes we're living too many different lives and having to please too many different people. And I think that's kind of what I was trying to do. And not only others, but also I think the voices in our head, the people we're trying to be, or the goals that we're trying to reach, are more to satisfy something going on in our head. They're not even real people. They're not even people who are expecting this from us, but it's what we think in our head others expect from us. And a very dear friend of mine was posting, and I was reading her post, and she was saying, they're going to be disappointed in me or whatever. And I don't remember exactly how it was, but right away I thought, who if not ourselves? Don't we have a responsibility to ourselves to show up, first of all, to be healthy, first of all, to take care of what we actually need for ourselves? And that means trying to get a proper night's sleep, trying to eat properly, trying to feel good in whatever it is that we're doing. And then everything else comes. Then our obligations come to our job, to our family. And I know I've said this before in the Me First post, but this is something more. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just said perhaps in a different way. And sometimes we're just trying to do too much. And I'm saying this to myself. See, I'm looking at myself, so I figure that I can say it to myself. And he's probably saying it to me too. But he's probably very significant of the person over your shoulder. We always seem to think that someone is there judging us or looking at us or trying to tell us if this is right or that's wrong or we should be doing something. And it's actually a voice in our head. There's no one there. And there's not even a persona behind that voice. It's what we think the world expects of us. So for a moment, just realize that we're getting all crazy about thoughts, not necessarily about something that's real. And so we don't need to kill ourselves in order to live up to some crazy, non-real expectation. What we do need to do is be true to ourselves, and we need to take care of ourselves. Treat ourselves like something precious. And I'm sure I've mentioned this before as well, but I love that saying by, what's her book? I don't remember anymore right now. I'm just so tired again. When you treat yourself as a precious object, or when you treat yourself as you would a precious object, that's when your self-worth increases. So let's work on taking care of ourselves today. Let's work on seeing what we did get done and not necessarily what we didn't get done. And that no matter what it is, everything turned out exactly the way it was supposed to. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that way. So just checking in with you on that. And I know that this is, again, a message to myself. I hope it's worth something to you as well. Be kind to yourselves. Get a good night's rest. Do something that makes you feel wonderful. Maybe, pick a flower and smell it and sit down for a moment, or stop. Even before, I was just out with a work colleague, and she was showing me all the paperwork on the street, and I said, it's 38 degrees out here. Let's go sit down in a coffee shop and have something cool to drink, and you can show me the paperwork. It's the same time. We take exactly the same time. But somehow we feel like if we're too comfortable, then we're not properly working. But it's different. You can do a much better job if you're actually taking care of yourself. Anyway, that is my message to myself, and so I'm sharing it with you, and hopefully you get something good out of it. Have a great night, everyone. See you tomorrow.